What's up, and welcome to the Conjecturing Podcast. I'm your host, Laura, and joining me tonight, we've got Rob.
What's up, everybody?
And we've got Greg back, but sadly not on video again.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh my God, Laura! Like
this is my best crusted clown.
Laura had a heart attack. Wow.
I had a heart attack. I'm already
did.
okay.
That was the desired reaction.
Wow.
I was aiming
I'm
for.
already a little on edge just from trying to find a background for this movie, and they were all too scary for me. So I was like already
You guys,
freaking out.
You have to give me. I have like a death-defying fear of clowns. So me doing this background, like, do I not get props?
Yeah.
You get it's very scary. Like I
very
kind of want to
creepy.
hide your box on Zoom because I'm scared.
Yeah. We do have to say, Greg threw his back out. I think we did this on the previous recording. His back is still not recovered yet. That was for Obsession. Now we're here, so we got Clown Greg now. So I like it. It's kind of cool.
Greg.
You know?
Yeah, I was cleaning my own hell house, and that just messed me up. So.
Gotcha.
But I'm here in spirit.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that line to intro it. We are doing 2015's horror mystery Hell House LLC.
There we go.
Another poll pick, right, Rob?
Another poll pick. Laura, you put it up in the poll. I honestly, I don't know if I've ever even heard of it. Like, I feel like it's been in my zeitgeist, in my mind of like a name of a movie, but I've never seen it. So I was like, okay. And I in the time, I remember you giving me the 4 picks, and I was like, this isn't going to win. And you told me like there's a huge following.
Yeah.
And it did. It was like really high up there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With Obsession, which is why we picked those 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I mean, people always talk about this movie. I feel like when I hear found footage, I hear people talk about this more than the Blair Witch and more than Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I don't know,
Again,
but I've never seen it. It was first time watch for all of us,
I
right?
did not even know this was found footage going into it. So
Oh,
I honestly had no anything going into this movie. All
You
I
were
knew
just
is
blind.
all I knew is it's called Hell House. That's it. And I've seen like, of course,
Yeah.
like my image background. Like I've seen that picture before with the scratched out faces. So I knew nothing about this going in. So.
Yeah.
And you guys
Crazy.
fucking know me. Like Paranormal Activity, Blair Witch are like 2 of the movies that freaking creep me out the most. Like found footage movies fucking get me. Where I'm like shitting my pants, afraid to turn off lights at night.
Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be a fun night.
So I
Yay.
did not know that going in, which I regret starting this movie at like 11:45 at night with all my lights off. So
Yes.
yes,
yes.
exactly. You guys are lucky I'm here. Shit. Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
All right. Well, a couple facts. So this was directed by Stephen Cognetti, and it stars Ryan Jennifer Jones plays Sarah, Danny Bellini plays Alex, Gore Abrams plays Paul, Jared Hacker plays Tony, and Adam Schneider plays Mac, and then Alice Bulkey plays Diane. And so that's kind of like really the only main people in the movie. And this actually, I was just telling Rob and Greg this, but this was the first of 5 films.
Wow.
So I guess Stephen Cognetti always planned on this being a trilogy or whatever, 3 movies. But then it was just the first one was so successful. I think that they just kept going and going and going.
Making money,
I don't know if any of the other ones are as good as this one.
I mean, are they ever like, what I
Yeah.
mean? They don't think they get better as time goes along. So, yeah.
But I am really intrigued. We'll definitely talk about this more, but I'm intrigued to watch the second one, even though I think I remember reading it's the worst one in the whole 5. But it gives a lot of background information for this one that we were missing.
I did read something about that, like a little bit of like why this happened.
Yeah, you kind of had to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll obviously get into that, but yeah, I just like can't look at Greg right now. If you're watching, if you're listening on the podcast, Greg is the most horrifying clown on
he's
YouTube
like,
right now.
He's like if Pennywise did it with like Vin Diesel or something like that. Yeah.
Hey, there are some people out there who are really into clowns. Who,
Really?
might like this.
Yeah, clown bang.
I think that's the thing.
Clown bang. Yeah. not mukbang, but clown bang. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right. Well, this movie, as we mentioned, it's like a found footage documentary style movie. And it's really cool because it's a documentary of this thing that happened. And again, this is like not real, but when you're talking about these movies, it sounds like it's real. But it was a 2009 haunted house tragedy. And the movie kind of blends the documentary that's being made, because it's 2015. They're talking about this thing that happened in 2009. But it's also blending it with like the found footage film of the people who made Hell House, which is the haunted house, and how the events kind of unfolded that night, which I thought was really cool. Like the way they blended it, I love
cool.
that.
It reminded me of Lake Mungo. Lake Mungo, which we saw, which is documentary style, you know, like an interview happening,
You're right.
but then you're mixing in like footage of things that have happened. So very much like that, which I do like.
This
it.
had a
I like
very
that mix.
similar vibe to that movie
Yeah.
too. Just like the vibe in general.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that was just, you're
like
right,
It's a
that
great,
was really cool.
it's a good setup because you obviously know that, especially the way that they lay out the first couple scenes. Okay, something horrible happens and it goes down, and the way that they are talking about it in the interviews is like very ominous, and but they're also kind of vague
Yeah.
about it. So you get a little, to me, you get the best of both worlds. You get, okay, here's how it ends, and but we don't tell it exactly how. So
How we got there.
watching this movie is going to be you filling in the gaps, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, that's just it's kind of formulaic, but it's a great setup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so this all took place and went down at the Abaddon Hotel in New York. And, you know, in the beginning, it's Diane. She's the journalist, whatever. And she's given a few interviews. And, you know, like you mentioned, it's like the people she's interviewing, they really have zero information, right? I mean, it's just all speculation at this point. But they do have a short video of someone who attended the haunted house that night. So not part of the crew, but someone who attended and like actually got into the haunted house and maybe didn't see exactly what happened, but like caught a lot of the chaos, and they uploaded that video to YouTube. And so Diane only has like this one small video that she's kind of going off of and saying that, you know, unfortunately, most of the crew, we learned this early on, that most of the crew that night died. And the police were really hush hush about it. Not a lot of details out there. And all they could say was like, it must have just been some kind of like severe malfunction of the haunted house.
That's what they were saying.
Yeah. And so we get that video pretty quickly in the beginning, and, you know, we see this one girl, it's like, someone's got the camera behind her head, but this one girl is walking in the haunted house, and we get to see like this whole haunted house. I love haunted houses, especially around Halloween time. So I loved it because it's like, I felt like I was in there and I was like, oh, that's a good one. That's like a scary one.
It's funny because like I've always had the idea of like a haunted house or a scare house, whatever you want to call it. And I always had the idea like, oh my God, it would be so easy for like a killer to just be like hiding here and killing people. Like
Totally.
Like, and I can't believe like it took this long. This came out in 2015 for somebody to like make a movie of that happening. Like, it's like, wow, I can't believe like we wouldn't have thought of that before, but it's just a perfect premise, a perfect setup for
That's
that.
a good point.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah.
Like I've been going to down here in Southern California, there are several of these that pop up around Halloween time. You've got Halloween Haunt at Six Flags. The one that I like the most is Not Scary Farm.
Yeah.
And like I've been going to that, and they've been doing a great job. And you know, they put up these haunted mazes. They've been doing that for like, I don't know, I want to say 30 years.
Yeah.
And in that time, they haven't created a horror movie out of that concept specifically. So that's really interesting.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. So in this video, we see her go through it. And then as she's descending the stairs into the basement, which is like kind of the final room of the haunted house, you just see people start running the opposite direction,
screaming.
coming out, screaming. Everyone's like, you know, call 911, but you don't see exactly what happened. And then, you know, obviously the person with the camera is like running out, and then they run outside, and it's just chaos. So it's like such a mystery of like what actually happened, right? And so they mentioned that 5 young adults ran this haunted house, which is called Hell House. And it was Alex, Tony, Paul, Mac, and Sarah. She's the only girl. And again, like I said, they mentioned up front that most of them didn't survive, but Sarah did. And she's been kind of missing, I would say, the last few years. Really just like staying out of public eye. But she is now sitting down with Diane for like the first interview. So this is huge. And not only does she come to like talk, but she brings with her the found footage, which
like
they had the camera rolling. They had the camera rolling the entire time. For like
they were
weeks
they were
leading up to it.
making they were making like their own documentary about doing the Hell House and putting it on, because they said something like they could spin it off to like, you know, like a tape they could sell or something like that, so they could do like behind the scenes a documentary of them making it. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And she says straight up, she's like, instead of telling you, how about I just show you? And so Diane gives the videos to like someone on her crew to watch, right? Yeah. And then as that person starts to watch it, we start to get it from beginning to end.
Then we're getting their documentary. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, it starts off all cute, you know, the 5 of them, they're coming in from New York City, and they're checking out the Abaddon Hotel, which is like been foreclosed and it's in super bad shape. But Alex, he's kind of like the guy running it. I think he's the one in charge.
He's the main guy.
He's like, he's like, this is great. It's in such bad shape that we like don't have to do too much to it because it's already so scary.
I do agree with him. Like when they were just walking around and just like looking at the hotel itself and the disheveled and the way the chairs are just like tipped over. It looks like somebody just like left and nobody like cleaned out the place. Somebody just like one day was like there, and the next day people are gone and like left everything there. And so like I agree with him 100%. Like this is like 99% already ready for a haunted house. Just add like a skeleton in the corner and oh my god, you got it. You know what I mean? It's already creepy. Yeah.
Maybe remove the tripping hazards.
Maybe.
It could have been like, honestly, like this is not the first movie that's set in some type of haunted house, obviously.
Yeah.
But the setup is so clever and original to me, because the cliche thing would have been, this is a known haunted house. There are haunted things happening all the time, and we're going into this like knowing, like they go into this, no one believes that it's a haunted house, and they're not there to like experience the paranormal, right? They're there to like make a business happen. And so like all of it's like such a great setup. Like up in Fullerton, there's this escape room that we've gone to a couple of times, where they've basically taken this like building and they've turned it into like a haunted escape room, where there's, you know, they turn off the lights, they have people chase you, and sometimes, like a couple of times, we've hung around to like talk to the people who have made the escape room, and the level of enthusiasm and passion for like doing this, with, you know, you hear like it sounds exactly like these people. Like they love doing it. They have fun basically creating art, crafting everything by hand, scaring people, and it's like that, you know, kind of like comes through. It wasn't, you know, they're not there to like experience ghosts. They're there to like have a good time, and like I think it made it more realistic.
Yeah. And part of the crew, like, you know, Alex is the main guy. He's like the idea person. He's like the main guy running it. Then I think, I don't know any of the people's names, of course. I don't really remember that stuff. But like one person is like the tech guy. Yeah, one guy's like the tech guy. He sets up all the cameras and tech. One guy is kind of like the building person. Like he'll be like doing like
Tony.
The walls.
Tony does like the plumbing, electricity.
Yeah, like all that type of stuff. Then you have like the guy who's like documenting Paul.
Yeah.
So he's the one doing like all their filming. He's the camera guy that does that only.
And Mac was the one that did all the stuff that you talked about first.
Yeah, and then I don't know what, like, this is Sarah. I don't know what she
Sarah's
actually,
just
like,
Alex's girlfriend.
Yeah,
I think
right?
she just like helps set up, helps with whatever.
Helps, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
whatever.
She's like the only one that doesn't like how creepy things actually are there.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like,
she's kind of just along for the ride, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so immediately, the first day that they're checking it out, and Paul's behind the camera, we actually see in the audience, I mean, they don't notice it, but we actually see like a black figure, like a dark figure immediately. Right. And you're just like, oh shit. Like,
and the camera like holds on it too. Like you could tell, like what they're doing is like, we're watching the documentary like happening, but it's
Right.
almost like you're watching it through the eyes of the police person or the interviewer or the investigator, like watching it. And so the investigator like paused it in that moment and like zoomed in to be like, wait, what the fuck am I looking at? So that's like what the camera did, because Paul didn't notice it at the time, so he wouldn't have done it. So which is pretty cool. So it is just like this tall like black figure in like a room as the camera like pans by quickly, but it like comes back and pauses so you can see it.
Does that make it seem more real?
Because, 100%.
It makes you realize like he didn't see it the first time around, which seems totally realistic. Like you wouldn't be looking for that in those first early days. But 100%. Then as a person re-inspecting the video to pause it and go back, it felt so genuine and authentic to me.
Yeah.
God, it was so scary.
That's what gets me the most in these movies. It feels 99% real. You know what I mean? Other horror movies we see, it's like a creepy figure, it's a CGI monster. Like that's creepy and that's scary, and those are like jump scares. But like no part of that do I ever think is like real. But like all these things that are like documentary styles, like Blair Witch and like paranormal, like I'm like, this is real. I'm really fucking watching this happen. Yeah. And it just freaks me out. Like I said, and I watched this like in my dark ass living room, like fucking late at night. So like
thanks to me, I was like, Rob, I know you like to watch movies during the day. No.
Yeah. Like I'm like watching this in my living room and I'm like glancing over to my like side like dining room in the dark, being like, what the fuck is that in the corner? As I see this black figure like pause, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, oh wait, my laundry is over there. Okay, cool. I'm all right. It's just like, fuck, I'm on edge. I'm on edge and like nothing's even happened yet, and I'm like on edge watching this shit. So
I know.
Yeah.
So then they go into the basement, which is like the creepiest room in the whole hotel. And I mean, it's so bad in there. There's like numbers written on the wall. There's like Bibles like in a circle on the ground. There's some random woman's high heel. I mean, it is like,
and then there's of course pentagrams everywhere. Like demonic pentagrams on the walls, you know. And then Alex is like, this is perfect, we don't even gotta paint this now, it's perfect. This is gonna, and he's like, this is gonna be the finale. He's like, this is it. He's like, I can see it. We got the pentagrams, we're gonna put a girl on chains right here, we'll get some like creepy people or puppets over here, like this is it. He's like, all the work is done from us. And Sarah's the one that's like, this is fucked up. She's like, this is like, I think this is the first time you're starting to get anybody being like, this is like really messed up, like I don't know what's going on here.
Agreed. You guys, I'm like scared. I'm scared of recording this episode.
Are you in your dark room right now?
Like kind of a dark room.
Whoa,
I keep hearing noises. I'm like scared.
You hear a piano back there? Or...
Oh god!
Watch out, Laura.
Oh god. Okay.
What if a clown just came from like behind your screen right now? That'd be
I'd
crazy.
pass away. I'd be gone.
Just pass away. Oh, that's fucking funny.
Okay, so there was no electricity when they first got there, but now that the electricity is up, they decided to stay there because they're like really low on money, right? So they're going to stay there to save money. And I mean, this scene is so fun. Well, first of all, fuck that. What? I would never sleep there. I don't care how brave and not scared of shit I was. And if I ran these things and I knew all those props, no.
Yeah, no way.
Not
I get, honestly, like, I just came back from like a week trip to like Northern California, and like I get creeped out staying at like a really nice hotel at night, like just a nice hotel, and everything's clean. And at night, just because it's not somewhere I am comfortable with, I'm always like, what the fuck is that in the corner? So like, not to mention this movie where like there's like crazy shit everywhere. No way. I would never do it.
The randomness is what makes it extra creepy. Like, did I ever tell you guys, like, when I was young, we were like in the desert roaming, and we came across this like property that was like known to have like a serial killer in it.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you said it was like almost like iron sided walls and shit. And you guys went inside, right?
It was
you
like
told this story in one of our episodes.
I think probably similar to this. It might have been a Blair Witch episode.
It reminds me of the same exact thing. Like it was like, you know, like this like corrugated metal walls all over. Then there were like randomly like piles of hangers and lipstick and pictures of like lewd women like from like the 50s. It was just like there's something about like the randomness that that where you can't place it in your mind. Like, what does this even mean? That makes it so unsettling. And like the basement scene of all this was just like that. Like you couldn't make. There were like broken plates of like the Virgin Mary.
I'm so scared. I don't know what's happening. I don't think I've ever been scared
Yeah,
doing
it's,
a
like,
recording, but
hilarious
I'm
right now.
like
I know
scared.
you were
It's
so
well, it's
scared.
1 a.m. It's dark out. I don't know. I'm scared.
Wow, this is funny.
Ugh.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, they're like, ooh, yeah. I don't want to hear that story. Threw me off, Greg.
Well, one thing is that about the town that I think it was really cool, like how they were going around the town showing how like it was kind of like dilapidated itself and run
Mm-hmm.
down. There's like junk in people's front yards and like Christmas lights up in the middle
Yeah.
of like the summer, and it kind of gave you like the sense of like he was like, oh yeah, this town really appreciates Halloween.
Yeah.
We'll get that beautiful fall feeling. So I don't know, like at this point, been like a lot of banter between the characters, and I love it. Like.
Yeah.
They're like silly and ridiculous. They all have a common goal of like, there's a vision. Like, hey, we've got this really cool, creepy house, and we're gonna turn it into like a haunt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, like I can get behind that. Like I've seen people do it around here. Like I love the idea, I love the vision, and like you get the evidence that they've done this before in like Maine,
Yes.
New
Right.
York proper, right? They're like on the outskirts of New York now, where
Yeah.
it's like kind of the rural area. But like I don't know, it's like a really good, believable setup, and like I'm kind of like digging this group, even though it's ridiculous that the only voice of reason's coming from what's the phrase, Sarah, and they're just like
Yeah.
not really paying attention. But like I love the group already.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised if very similar to Blair Witch and Paranormal, like very loose script, like just kind of like improvising scenes. Just and that's why you get such an organic feel to
Yeah.
these actors, because it's just like, they're just kind of like shooting the shit in a lot of scenes, which
When they're
makes it
fucking around with the
believable.
props, which is like, I love those scenes. It's like the comedy we need, but they're like,
Hector.
because it's like, yeah. So this is my favorite scene in the whole movie is because
they're, like, setting
they
everything
clearly
up.
use the same props for every haunt, right?
Right.
Because they've named them all. They're like, oh, that's so and so, and that's whatever. And so they've got Hector. Hector sits at the piano and likes to play the piano.
Kind of looks like a crypt keeper guy,
Yeah.
kind of like that. Yeah.
So funny. Yeah, so I agree with you. I really like this group, and I think they're funny. Yeah, and so Paul, the camera guy, right? He likes to make confessionals at night or whatever, and so that first night he's making his first one, and Sarah walks in, and it's Sarah, but she's kind of dark.
Is it?
And-
I didn't think it was Sarah.
I don't even know if it is.
I thought it was the thing that gets him later on, just like a lady.
That's what I thought.
But
'Cause
then
the hair
he doesn't.
was- the hair-
He noticed it's her though, and
No,
says like,
I
"Oh, she's
thought-
sleepwalking."
I
He's guessing.
get that's what I thought.
Oh.
So I didn't think he could even see
Laura, watch
who it
it
was.
again.
Yeah, because
Watch
I
it
think
again.
yeah, because all you so it's really cool. Like they do a lot of good shots in this movie of like the darkness and playing with it and stuff like that, being like found footage. And so like the guy's making it conventional. He's kind of like laying on his bed, so the camera's pointed back to him, and you can see his background. And I really like that it's like a red light. In the hallway, so like his door is
Yeah.
opened like a crack, and so like the rest of his room is pretty like black, and then all you have is like this red light coming in. Again, just really cool, like the lighting, and like you said, this dark woman figure like comes into his room and like stands there, and he just keeps talking because like he doesn't see it yet because it's behind him, but like the viewer, we're like, what the fuck is going on? And he's like, okay, that's it for the night, and he goes to turn, and he's just like, Sarah, and to me it is dark enough to where he couldn't see her, and he's just being like, it must be her, she's the only woman here,
Like she's
but I'm
she's
pretty sure
sleepwalking.
it's
Yeah.
not her because I think the hair is longer.
It's like super
Ooh,
scraggly and
God,
like
I just
yeah.
assumed it
huge.
was her. I just assumed it was her because like we see later that she's kind of
yeah.
getting something's happening with her, and so I just thought like she was kind of the first one.
I really think if you watch it again, you will notice it's not her because like the hair is longer and like wavier, and also I'm pretty sure it's wearing the dress we see later on. It has like a little penny skirt dress, not like pants or shorts. But the figure doesn't respond, of course, and just like turns and walks out of the room, and he's just like, whatever, guess it was Sarah, whatever, yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of the first confessional where you're like, oh shit, what's going on? What's happening to them? And so now it's the next day, and Alex has hired 3 actors to help. One lady who's like supposed to let everyone into the hotel. And then he found this guy at a gas station who's going to play one of the clowns. So they have a lot of clown dummies, but then they're going to have one be real to like
To kind
scare
of keep an
people.
eye on her, make sure people don't like
And to
touch
keep an
her
eye
and
on her
stuff.
too.
Yeah.
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 But also they hired this younger girl, and what they're gonna have her be the girl that's like tied up in the basement with like her chained up by her wrists. And so so we kind of meet those people, and Paul is like the camera guy. He's hitting on Melissa. She's the actress that's going to play the girl in the basement. He's like, oh, are you going to do it topless? And making all these, you know,
Typical.
crazy, typical comments. But what happens is that she's from there. And so she is giving them some of like the rumors of like what happened here, and like, cause they don't know, they're not from this area. So they don't know what happened at this hotel. And she tells them that the history says that the old hotel owner, whose name is Andrew Tolley, hung himself shortly after like a girl and her mom had gone missing from the hotel. So like, I think maybe some scary stuff was happening, but then, he killed himself in the hotel.
That's all you kind of know.
But then they show you a quick
like
flash
that.
of probably like a police detective photo of him hanging. That was kind of disturbing to see.
Pretty crazy.
Very disturbing. So it's another night. We have another Paul confessional, which are like my favorite and least favorite parts of the whole movie because they're really scary. And it's a quick one. They hear a scream, like a high-pitched scream. And so they all come running out. And I believe like that was it. That was it for that night. They just heard it, and I don't think any of them went downstairs yet. They were just like,
no, they just like they peer downstairs, and just that view, by the way, of just the dark staircase was enough to unnerve me.
The thing with everybody is like Alex is the only one that's just like nothing's there. Let's just keep working. Like don't fucking worry about it. Everybody else is kind of like, what the fuck is going on? This is kind of weird. What did you see? What did you not see? So, but Alex is always the one. It's just like, I fucking didn't hear anything. Nothing. Just oblivious.
Yeah. So. It's like, if we take Sarah out of the mix, because we know she's kind of freaked out and whatever, like she's just kind of along for the ride. Alex is like non-believer. Just wants to work. And then really Paul, the camera guy, is the one who is the most like, what the fuck is going on around here? And then everyone else kind of falls in the middle. Like the Tony guy, I don't know. You don't really get to know him. And then the Mac character is like best friends with Alex. And I believe they mentioned that the two of them like started this together. So like he's just always trying to appease Alex, I think.
But it's a good mix of people wanting to do different things. And it kind of reminds me of Jaws, like how you have the mayor who was trying to remain intentionally oblivious to the killings because he wanted to make money. Like, and kind of that's Alex's position. He's like, you know what, like we built the business, we were successful before. No matter what he sees, he's just gonna like, you know, say it's delusional and keep moving forward. Where then like the rest of the crew is there's like different versions of like let's get out of here versus let's stay, which like I think is really great at building the tension.
Yeah, for sure.
Did we already pass Laura, or I forget where we're at timeline wise of like when they start like decorating the basement?
So that's what I was just about to say. I was gonna say that the house is like really starting to come together. It's like nighttime and they're like drinking and stuff, and they're still putting it all together. And it's really cool because Paul is behind the camera, they're kind of walking us through it, and we're really like seeing the haunted house, which it looks awesome. But then. So again, I mentioned that there was like 3 clown dummies in the basement. All of a sudden, Paul sees one of the clowns not in the basement. It's like in a different room.
So this is a crazy scene. So this is like, he's like documenting and he's like walking through the house, kind of like showing us a little bit of like what they've done decoration wise. And he gets to one of the guys on the couch is sitting there and he's asking like, where's the other guy? He's like, where's whatever, Mark or whatever, whoever. And he's Tony, like, I think he's fucking over there. Go check it out. And he's like, whatever. So he starts walking towards like the basement area and he gets to like the entryway to the top of the steps, which is like a doorway. And the basement clown, which we've seen, is like standing there. And it's like they're like dummies. So they're like, you know, dummies that they put masks on and clown outfits on. So it's just standing there. And he's like, oh, fucking Mark, what did you put this on? Are you trying to scare me, whatever? And then the clown like turns to him to look at him. And he's like, oh, dude, what the fuck, man? Why'd you fucking scare me like that? So he like, he runs back to the other guy. And he's like, dude, like Mark is over here, whoever. And he's dressed like the clown. And then the guy he thinks who's dressed walks into the room. And he's like, dude.
God,
and he like he freaks out. Paul freaks out.
He like runs back.
He's like, dude, what the fuck? what are you doing here? Like, you were here. And he like runs back with the camera. Like, you're just seeing the camera like move, run back, and then like nobody's there in the doorway now. Like, it's gone. So he runs back.
Were
to the
you guys like, fuck this movie or what?
I just gotta say, like, this is honestly, I don't know how to say that. This is like one of the scariest fucking things I've seen in a horror movie, and it's just so effective. Without look, there was no jump, no special effects. It was just done by like simple camera shots and lighting. Like the lighting in this area it's almost like those bulbs that are hanging from the ceiling that you pull a chain on, and so it's got this like a realistic effect that it's casting a shadow of the clown mannequin on the wall, and like you actually don't see its head turn. He looks down to the stairs.
Yeah,
and
it's
when he
like
looks back
facing
up,
one way, and then he moves the camera, and then he moves it back,
And
and
it's
the
looking at him now.
clown. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
honestly like, and I was both horrified and in love with this scene. It's just so, from like a pure horror perspective, so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's why these type of movies get me so much, is when you're doing like the documentary style, like handheld camcorder. It's because like just like the camera is moving, and you know at any moment you're gonna pan to the left, and at any moment you can pan back to the right, and there's something gonna be there, like in your face.
Yeah.
And so like every moment the camera is moving, you're on edge waiting for like, oh my god, what's gonna be next? What's gonna be next? And there could be nothing there, but just you're always on edge because the camera's gonna move, and it's just like something gonna be right in your face. It's just horrible.
It's almost like a lot of what you don't see.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
We keep talking about that. Like literally the next scene where they basically like they don't believe what he's saying. So the first thought in my mind is you got to go replay the footage because you want to prove that you actually saw what you claim to have seen. And so they replay the footage, but guess what? We're not watching the footage. We're watching their reactions. And we know what we just saw. So we're watching their reactions unfold. And in your minds, I know you guys were like timing it and like watching their expressions and watching their expressions unfold as the moments were happening, as you know that they happened. So like you could tell like when he first saw the mannequin, and then I'm sure you guys were watching all 5 of their expressions when it happened. And then when he looked down the stairs and looked back up, their second reactions were just as powerful. And it was like, it was subtle. It wasn't overacted. It was just like masterful.
Yeah.
The scene is so freaking good.
Yeah, I feel like Sarah and like one of the people are like, holy fuck, like freaked out. Like one of the other guys is just kind of like getting closer, like questioning, like, what am I seeing?
Yeah.
And I think Alex is just kind of like whatever.
How'd you do it, Paul? Yeah, like they immediately then jump to
turn on
like,
him.
you're the camera guy, you're kind of the goofball, you're the one that likes to fuck with us. Like, how'd you do this? Like,
They do like to say that through a lot of this movie of like, oh, Paul, like he's done this before. He's always like fucking with us in past like haunts, and he's always trying to scare us. So like there is like a
plausible
deniability of like what's this and what's that. So
yeah. So anyway, I mean, they move forward right then. From there, I was like, nope, gone. But they keep going. They keep going.
Yeah.
And the next scene is
this movie, Hell House LLC. Nope.
No. Yeah. Exactly. Actually, the next scene also really fucked me up. So one of the walkways for the haunted house, it's pretty narrow, and they decided to utilize strobe lights. Yeah. And so they have what they call freaks, right? Like some props that are their freaks. And they have 3, I think
3 they say.
3, and then it's like really dark, and when they have the strobe going, I mean, it's like, especially through the lens of a camera, it's just you're getting such short clips of light, and even what you do see is still so dark. And so they're testing it. It's really cool seeing because he's like, all right, we're ready to go. Right? Yep, it's Paul again.
Paul,
He's like, ready to go. Cue the strobes. And then he's like in it, and you see it right away. You're like, what the fuck is that? Like, what the fuck is that? That wasn't there. And Paul goes, how many freaks did we have? And they said like, oh, 3 freaks. And then he starts to freak out like, there's another freak here.
Yeah, it's a really cool effect to like look at it like through the camera, like the strobing, and it's not a super fast strobe. It's a very like strobe and then pitch black for like 3 seconds, then a strobe, and so like you're able to like see it. It's almost like somebody is moving like slowly at you like that, like. it seems like, yeah, you saw something first. You're kind of questioning what you saw, and then when it shows the flash again, you're like, I think it's closer now, and it's like, wait, what is that? Who is? It's like, yeah, it's really.
And again,
Yeah.
not overdone. Again,
no.
maybe like an easy way out would have been making the freaks like come right at the camera.
Yeah.
In that
Very
stroke.
subtle.
But no, it was subtle. Like sometimes it would look like they were out of place. Sometimes it looked like there was an extra one, just enough for you to like lean in closer.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I was like both leaning in close, but also wanting to like close my eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this part is
He
like
freaks out.
it's yeah, he totally freaks out, but like of course it's the next day. It's like they're 2 weeks out, I think, from opening or whatever. And Paul is freaked and he's arguing with everyone, and you understand because I think part of him is like, well, who's fucking with me? But the other part of him I think is like, oh shit, I think something is like wrong here, you know? And they're all pissed at Paul because Paul is just like slowing everyone down with all this garbage and they don't believe him. And so everyone's arguing. And so it's another night now, and it's Paul and Mac. They're like up late, and they fucking see the clown again. They see the clown again. And I don't know. I think maybe Paul's like, it's got to be Tony or something, like doing this. And so they run over to the clown and touch it. And it is a dummy.
It's like when it's at the bottom of the stairs,
It's
right?
at the bottom of the stairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not like the basement stairs. It's at the bottom of the stairs, like where they sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's
exactly.
just like standing there. Right?
And the thing is, like with this clown, it's black and white, it's bald, it's pale, it's got these like sunken in eyes, kind of like my background here. And like, I don't know, there's something about the design that is like the perfect scary clown again, you know? Like there's no like rubbery nose, no like big shoes, no like curly hair. It's just like, I don't know, I feel like this was like, this clown existed so that Art the clown could walk, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So Mac and Paul are like freaking out when they touch it and it's just the dummy. And then they immediately find Sarah, and she's in her room, and she's like, "Oh God, Rob!
God.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God!
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was good. I didn't know it was going to come up right away. I wanted to show everybody the clown and just show what they look like. I thought I was going to be able to click still.
I forgot
I'm sorry.
about the blood coming out of his eyes and
Thought
mouth.
that just like happened." And I was like, "Oh fuck!
I'm
we gotta
sorry.
stop this recording."
So that's the clown we're talking about. I'll take it off, Laura. Take it off. But I just want everybody to see like that's the main clown we're talking about here. So all right, he's gone. He's gone, Laura. He's gone. I'm sorry.
Oh my God!
Well, I can't wait to edit this and watch Laura's eyes go crazy when that happens. Oh, that's funny. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Where were we? I'm sorry.
Oh my God, Laura with
Okay.
glory.
I know.
wow, that's
I go
funny.
blurry all the time.
I'm sorry.
but
That's
yeah.
the clown, though.
Okay.
That's the clown, everybody. Yeah.
Okay, so they find Sarah. Sarah is like talking gibberish, talking in
against the wall.
tongue or something to the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they kind of snap her out of it. And so now it's like all three of them are together and they're very scared.
Yeah. And
And
they
then
turn
in
back
this
now,
moment,
and the clown's gone now, right?
I think the clown's gone. But what happens next is the three of them are scared and you have no time to breathe. All of a sudden, you hear a grandfather clock go off in the
Oh,
background.
yeah.
It must not exist because they all were like shocked
Yeah,
that
right.
it went
Yeah,
off.
where's that coming from?
And then immediately in like the kitchen or the dining room area where there's like one of those chandelier with candles, the candles are all lit all of a
lit,
sudden,
yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then they do see the clown again. And then they see the clown again. And they're like, I'm pretty sure. And then
And
they're
just like
they're
everybody
screaming.
runs, right?
I mean, it's
Everybody's,
just
like,
chaos,
runs,
right? The
Yeah.
camera's
Yeah.
going crazy. So at this point, I mean, come on. It's like, and I think Sarah and Paul are very much like, this house is haunted.
Yeah.
And this is when I started hating Mac because I'm like, he was a part of that.
Yeah.
And he really should be
He's
taking this more
still-
seriously. But
It seems like his whole thing, because there's another scene later where they ask him about this. He's like, I don't believe in ghosts. Like, I don't believe in
Yeah.
spirits. So, like, his thing is like, I still don't believe even when I'm seeing because I don't believe that, you know? I
Yeah.
guess. But, yeah.
yeah, so he goes into another Paul confessional. And this is so great because he doesn't look great.
Yeah.
And he tells you in the confessional, he's like, you know, Sarah's not looking so good.
Yeah.
And then he just keeps it short and sweet. And he's like, we have no business being here. So, I mean, Poor guy.
I still kept questioning myself, like, who the fuck sleeps with their door open? Like, why is your door always fucking open? It's so creepy to me. Like, I would just like always like shut my damn door. Like, that's weird.
I know.
Yeah, it kept bothering me.
So that same night,
Oh my
he
goodness.
wakes
yeah.
up in his bedroom. He hears a noise, and
is this the
so
one?
he hears a sound, and so he wakes up and he turns his camera on, and there is a scary woman in his room, like sitting in the corner.
Man, yeah.
This is
pretty. She's like sitting against like the wall, like kind of
At
like
the bottom.
across from his bed.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, like I said, I'm pretty sure this is the woman we saw come into his room in the beginning. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
must be, yeah.
Yeah, and this is like a really cool, like just effect of what to do in this moment with somebody handheld camera of like he sees her and he's like, what the fuck? And then it's like he puts the blankets over
He
his head.
hides under the
So the camera is only seeing like the blankets covered. And you can
Yeah.
kind of hear something and he's like freaking out, like, oh my god, you can hear his breathing like in and out, and he finally like seems to compose himself and he like peeks out, and then it's like the woman is like right against the camera and like screams. And then it goes black.
And yeah, and she is horrifying.
Yeah.
She's so scary.
Fucking creepy looking. She's like
So
a
is that the girl who went missing, or like
yeah,
the
they don't-
mom or something?
Maybe the
Yeah.
mom.
They don't really say.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they said the girl was only 11.
Yeah, so it must have
So
been
I
the mom.
think it must have been
Yeah.
the mom. Because in my mind, I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, was it the little girl and she grew up now? But if you're a spirit, I don't think you grow. So it must have been the
Yeah.
mom, I guess, or who knows, whatever.
Oh man.
But yeah.
Yeah. So now Paul's gone. It's like the next day, Paul is totally missing, and everyone is pissed. They think
They're
he's
trying
just
to
bailed.
find him. Yeah, they thought he just left.
Yeah. And so now it's like the next night, and Mac and Tony, they hear the piano going off, like all by itself. So they, of course, think Paul's back. They go running downstairs to like try to catch him at the piano.
Fuck you, Paul.
Yeah, fuck you, Paul. But Paul's not there. Piano's just being
Wait.
played.
I can't remember if this is this. No, it's later. Okay. No,
They're about to go into the basement now. So then
Okay,
after
okay.
they check the piano, they go into the basement. And they're in the basement. They see the clowns. And like, I forget which one of them now has the camera since Paul's gone.
Yeah, the names,
remember.
these two guys, they're kind of interchangeable to me. It's like
Yeah.
Bozo,
Mac.
one and Bozo.
And so they like go away from the clowns for a split second. And then when they put the camera back, all three clowns are now like facing in
turned,
another
yeah.
turn in another direction.
And the one guy freaks out. He's
so they
like, oh,
freak
he's like
out.
well, only one guy freaks out. Only one guy's like, oh my god, the clowns fucking turned or whatever. And the other guy is like, what are you talking about? Like, their heads don't move. Their heads literally, he says, like, their heads literally cannot move. Like, the way the
Yeah.
mannequins are created, it's just a still plastic or a foam or whatever. Like, they cannot turn.
Yeah.
So he's like, no way, Yeah, so they're
But then
all
they
looking
find
in-
Paul.
Well, they're all looking through the basement. They're looking through everything in there. And is this the part two where like they have to look inside the fridge part, or is that later on?
I don't know. I don't remember the fridge part.
I think that's after.
Oh, okay, maybe it's
Yeah.
after. Okay, yeah. So they're looking around and they pan over and Paul's like sitting
Paul's
on
just
the ground.
sitting there. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think he has any shoes on either. He has like no shoes on too. So
He's got no shoes.
yeah,
Yeah, Paul is unwell.
and he's
so,
just
but
fucking
at least they
like
found
gone.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now Tony is the one that's now trying to tell everyone to call it off, right? And they're like 2 days out from opening night, and he's trying to tell everyone to call it off. So Mac tries to stop Tony from freaking out, and this is like kind of the confusing scene that I had to read about, where they go out into a field, and basically Mac's like, I have to tell you something, Tony, and then he tells him something off camera, so we don't hear what it is, and then Tony gets back on the camera and goes like, okay, Mac is right.
Like we have to continue.
I can't. We have to continue. We have to get through this. And he does make a. Doesn't he say something about Alex screwing them? Or did I make that up?
Yeah, something like that. Of like
Something
he
like
really,
that.
like screwed us over or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
they just, like, can't leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, stepping away from the timeline here, they never touch on this the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I know.
I was very confused. So I, of course, had to look it up because
Yeah, I did too.
out of this whole movie, that was the one part where I was like, what the fuck was that?
I kept
Same.
waiting for
Like,
something to be revealed later on, but they never did.
Yeah.
like, I need this information.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess this is explained like very much so in the second one about how Alex, like the company went under, he like spent all their money, and then he made some kind of deal that he would use this specific hotel for the next haunt,
Like for
to like
free.
get out of
Like,
his
They gave it to him for free.
yeah.
Oh, so they
So
didn't
someone
even have to,
like
rent
pointed
it
him
or...
there Yeah.
Yeah, and pretty much he just had to do it because he needs to get the money without having to pay anything because they're in debt. So he needs to like get back to like making money again so they can keep going. So like they have to continue this to like make money or that's it. There's no more.
Yeah. They're done.
Yeah. So like he didn't tell that to the guys, of course. All he told them was probably like, we're bankrupt. Like we have no more money. I like lost all the money and we have to do this to get back to like zero or at least have a profit to continue. If we don't do this right now, this show or this haunt tonight or whatever in a couple days, like we're done. The company's done. We can never do another one. So that's why like we have to do it. We got to make money.
That makes sense. The only thing about like this scene in the field is this is maybe the only shot where I felt like it felt a little contrived. Like the camera was like a little bit above the grass. They were kind of talking to each other as if like they didn't know the camera was there. And of course they didn't understand that explanation, but although it makes sense now, this is like maybe the only one that was kind of like I was like stubbing my toe, like, you know, watching the movie, but yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So now we're to opening night. We're here. Paul's sleeping. He's just been asleep for days, I think, in bed because he's unwell from whatever happened to him in the basement. And the actors are all set. They're ready to go. This is something else that pissed me off, though. Like, I'm sorry. No one is actually chaining anyone. Poor Melissa, like, actually got chained. Actually is going to hold her wrists up above her head all
like
night.
Plastic, like fake.
Joey the clown's got the key. No.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Come on. That's fucking stupid. But anyway. So yeah, actors are ready to go. Super long line out the door, like around the block. And the way they have it going is like Alex and Tony are in like a control room. They've got cameras. They're watching everything. Sarah is just running around. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. And then Mac, because he's kind of like the hands-on guy. He's because they have ways of like
hands-on.
Yeah, and he definitely like he's got ways of running around
like
the
hiding
house
behind things. To be unseen.
Like unused rooms. Yeah, just going.
Like if anything goes
go.
down, he can like run in and like fix a light or fix this. Or like this mannequin fell, he can grab it. So they're radioing him with a radio. Yeah.
Yeah, and Sarah I think is just mimicking what he does or just running. I don't know what the fuck she's doing.
I was surprised in this scene where they're like in the control room with the cameras. I fully expected them to use like more of the CCTV footage to like I don't know, like in other movies where you see someone coming in one of like the picture-in-picture views. They didn't use that at all, which I'm kind of impressed because that would have been like an easy device to use.
Yeah. But I did like in this scene though that we were seeing different POVs of people going through. It was like tying in their footage.
Like starting to intercut things.
Yeah, and it was tying in with that original YouTube video. Like I did like that. I thought that was
you're
cool.
getting like the actual timeline of what's going on now in like a real time, but it's intercutting all the visuals you've seen that have been spliced. So like everything is like coming together now at one point, which is really cool. Yeah, it's really good tying them all together.
Yeah. So I mean, we see them going through the house. We've seen the house for the most part, but it's really cool to see it like fully done and the people going through it. Yeah. It's super scary. They get to the basement. This is where like everything goes down. And what we see is, well, first of all, Joey, who's the clown, he just goes running. He's out.
Yeah.
He's
like,
bye, Joey.
Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's out of here. We don't know why.
What's her face?
No,
Doesn't
he's just
fucking help
gone.
Melissa. Yeah.
You just see him running out.
Yeah. And you see Melissa, she's screaming. And she's like,
chained up.
please, this isn't part of the show. This isn't part of the show.
And you still don't see anything yet, right? You still don't see.
Well, no,
like
now you see. You see like these like, it's hard to see though.
It's hard to see, right? Because when she's like they're walking down to the basement, you see the clown guy like run out. So you're like, what the fuck? And you go down and she's like chained. She's screaming. So you're solely focusing on her. You're not really noticing the rest of the room yet. And then you finally start to like look to the right a little bit, almost like to the back wall where the big pentagram is. And there's kind of like a figure there, but you're still like can't really tell exactly. Yeah, but you can't really
couple
tell
of
figures.
Yeah, but you can't really tell what they are yet because it's just like the camera's shaking. And then, like you said, Laura, I feel like then they start to like come out more, and then you're like really like, holy shit! Like I notice all of them now, like three people, I think 3 to 5.
Yeah, and they're like going for her. So I mean,
and they're all
she's
just like cloaked, like just like cloaked figures. Yeah.
So you know she's like a goner, and whatever. Like we can't really see like, physically what's happening, but obviously everyone that was in the basement at that moment is seeing it because it's chaos. Everyone's running out the basement. Yeah, screaming.
Yeah, because I
And,
think
you know,
all
we
you
see
saw
Sarah
was
like running around the house.
because I think all you see is like the one figure like go up to her, and it's up to the lady that's the chained lady, like almost
Yeah.
face to face with her, and then I think you kind of see like a motion
Maybe.
like
Yeah.
that, and then like that's
It's
really
so
all you
hard to
see.
see.
Yeah, it's really hard
Yeah.
to see, just because like I said, people are freaking out, so like the camera is shaking like crazy. So this is
Yeah.
this is I think would be the one of the people like phone videos recording it at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
because I guess the thing is that they didn't have any surveillance cameras in the basement, which kind of makes sense because if it's I mean, if
Yeah.
it's like constructed with like stone or concrete, you can't get like cables really through that. So
Yeah.
I think like they were okay with not having a camera because they had the other guy down there. Like again, giving good reasons for that kind of setup. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a extended director's cut, which none of us watched. I think where we watched it on Prime or whatever, it wasn't. And in that extended cut, you see a lot more of that scene. You see them drag her body towards one of the walls with like the pentagrams, and it like
shit.
it's like a gateway like to hell essentially.
Whoa.
And they like
Yo,
and I also think I think in that same scene Mac dies, but we don't see it. Like we know he dies, but I think he dies in that scene.
He's down. Did he go down?
Some crew member was down there. I thought it was Mac, but it's
Yeah, because
hard
I
to
remember.
tell them all
So when everything is going crazy, Mac is the one like hiding behind like this little like wall, and they're radioing him saying like, "Get down to the basement, get down to the basement." Like people are screaming, like something's going down. Like they can't see though, so like he runs. I guess that makes sense. He would run down to the basement,
Yeah.
and then I don't think you ever see anything more than that in the regular cut. But I guess like you said in the extended cut, you do see. I guess what happens to him too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because he's the only him and Tony are the deaths I don't
Yeah, they don't really
remember
show them.
seeing.
Well, in the regular cut, they don't show him. But
Right.
oh wow, I kind of
yeah.
want to see that cut.
I know. So like we got to find that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then that takes us to Sarah. She runs upstairs and she finds Alex, and Alex has been hung. I mean, he's like dying. He's not dead yet, but he's like been hung in the same spot. I think that
the owner
that
like
the
supposedly hung
owner-
himself.
and here come the cloaked figures again.
It's like in the
Right?
attic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Alex is dead. And then it cuts back to Diane interviewing Sarah at this point.
Yeah, because I think that's the end of
We
like
don't
the footage.
see anything yet.
Well, more or
Yeah.
less end of the footage. I think it like cuts from there because I think all you see was like whoever was recording is recording like Alex like being hung, and then what's your name is screaming, and then the camera like turns to now the other view, and you see the cloak figures coming towards them, and then it's like
Yeah.
cuts almost, but then like the camera like falls to the ground, and all you see is like Alex.
You see the shadows
and feet
on the
hanging
wall.
there, and then like the shadows, and like that's kind of all you see from that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're back to Diane interviewing Sarah, and you know, Sarah's getting tired. She wants to like take a break, and the team is like still reviewing the footage that we just watched because Diane hasn't seen it, right?
Yeah.
And so Sarah tells her, she's like, you know, you should really try to get in there and like check it out, like for your documentary. You really should do this, which is sus, right? You're like,
Oh yeah, I immediately was like, this is fucking something's gonna happen right here.
Yeah.
And her tone
Yeah.
kind of changed too. To
Yeah.
what it was a little bit like, you know, when
Little-
Annie in Hereditary gets possessed, like her voice changes.
Yeah.
It's okay. You knew something was up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Way too cheerful
Yes.
for this moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. And Diane's like, oh yeah, we'll get in there. It's like, you know, we'll break in or whatever. And so Sarah's going to go rest in her hotel room, and she's like, oh, I'm in room 2C if you need me or something.
Yeah.
And so they're down in the lobby of the other hotel, the hotel where everyone's staying. And they go down to ask about Sarah, and they're like, yeah, she's in 2C. And they're like, oh, we don't have room numbers like that. And she's like, oh, okay, well, what room is Sarah so-and-so staying in? And they're like, nope, she never checked in. It's
Yeah,
like,
no name.
oh no.
Yeah, no name.
And
Nobody under that name.
Diane is so like they're so oblivious. Like they want the story
They're so
bad,
oblivious.
They're not putting pieces together at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're
my
like,
God.
well, let's go to the house then. Let's just go check
We're
it
gonna
out.
break into the Abaddon, whatever it's called. But now we go back to her crew guy who's still watching the found footage, right? And he's continuing on. and we see an
Right.
extra scene on there. We see a
Yeah,
scene.
so what it is like it cuts to like a title description, and the title description says something like blah 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 guy, like they don't, what is it, the interview lady like doesn't know this, but like this is the footage that they're seeing before she left or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we're going back to like there's more footage of the video now, so we're seeing more of it now.
Yep. And in the what we see is we see Paul. Paul appears in that moment up where, Alex has been hung and we saw the cloaked figures, and Paul shows up and kills Sarah. He what does he do?
I think he stabs her. He's stabbing
Stabs
her,
her.
I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's stabbing her.
Yeah.
And
You
after
hear
he
like a
kills
bludgeoning
her,
sound. It's,
Yeah. Or,
Ooh.
yeah, something like that. Or he's just like busting her in the face with a camera, because the camera's like going crazy too. So
Oh, maybe you're
he was
right.
maybe he was hitting her
Maybe
with the
you're right.
camera. Yeah.
so he killed Sarah. Sarah's dead.
Yeah.
She's a ghost. So he kills Sarah, and we see her get dragged. Just like dragged
Yeah.
off of the
somebody takes
camera.
her.
right.
And then we see Paul, and he takes a knife and slits his own throat. Oof.
I have, I
That
have to
was
ask you
fucking
guys. So there's a moment, I can't remember where it's at. I can't remember if it's the scene where the heads moved and they're running through the house trying to find Paul. Like, where's Paul? Where's Paul? I can't remember if it's that scene or if it's the scene when there's chaos, when they're showing the final footage and there's chaos through the house and like people are running around. But there's a shot of like Paul sitting in one of the chairs.
Yes.
I don't
You're
remember,
right.
I don't remember where it is. I don't remember if it's the one where they're searching for him or it is towards the end.
No, it's towards the end when all the chaos
it?
is happening in the haunted house, and the haunted house is running. And you're right.
Yeah, right?
He's just you randomly see him. Two things happen actually
Yeah.
that I didn't mention. This happens. You also see the little girl for a
Oh,
split
the little
second.
girl.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Where was she at?
She was
Again,
in the
it's like
corner
a
of
quick.
like. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's fucking cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Rob, you got to go back and so there's a moment where they're trying to get out of the house and he notices the little girl and he goes like, "What the fuck?" And then as he's leaving the room, he like turns back with the camera and like the little girl's facing him.
Oh,
Like
wow,
when he
that's
looks
crazy.
back, it's so creepy.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot happens in that last like 8 minutes when they're finally going through the house and
It's
all the
a
chaos
lot.
breaks
Oh, yeah,
loose.
it's
There's
chaos.
a lot
Yeah.
happening. Yeah. Wow, that's so cool. I just remember the Paul one because being like, fucking Paul, he's sitting right there. What the fuck? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
crazy. Okay.
Yeah, so now we have the full story, and we're back to Diane, who's fucking around at
Yeah,
the
they're in the
Abaddon, and they're
Making
just like,
jokes
"Whoa,
and
this is
shit,
so
like-
cool! Look
Yeah,
at that! Oh my god! Wow! Da da da!"
Yeah.
And then they go upstairs, and one of the rooms says "to see," and they're like, "Oh shit!" And so they open the door, and it's Sarah, and she's kind of got their back to them, and they're like, "Sarah, like, are you okay?" And then she turns around and she's like bloody,
Yeah,
and
her
there's
face is
cloaked
fucked up.
figures, and yeah,
Comes towards the
That's-
camera again. Yeah.
come towards the camera, cut to
Yeah.
black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's pretty much it, right?
yeah.
Laura's like, yeah.
Fuck. I mean, this
Do
movie.
you want me to put the clown up again, Laura? Do you want the clown
No,
up again?
please don't do it. I'm not gonna look at you.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not gonna
hilarious.
look
I know
at
we already got
you.
Greg. Greg is already the clown. We don't need two
Yeah,
clowns.
this
that's
is
true.
it's good. It's enough clown for
Yeah.
for one night.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean this fucking movie, man. This definitely got me. I knew it was gonna get me when I knew it was found footage, and it's just like, and then it's just really well done. It is, and I get people's love for it now and why there would be like a huge following for it, because it is just, it's something we've seen before, but like done with a twist and just like really well done.
Yeah.
It's just really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was thinking about it. I mean, of course you compare it to Paranormal and Blair Witch. And I mean, of the three, do I think this one's the best? Probably not of the three, but there's just something about it. It's like, this is so the wrong word, but it's the only thing coming up in my head right now. It's almost like charming. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
it's scary.
Oh my god, that's such a great description.
It's not as well done probably as Blair Witch and Paranormal, but there's just something charming about it, and it works. And it clearly scared the shit out of me because I'm still scared. So
Yeah, Laura's still
I don't
freaking
know.
out.
I
don't
agree.
know.
Like out of the three, it's maybe not the best, but it's just so unique, and it is charming. It's endearing, and I think it's because of I think it's the characters and like the originality of it. Like
Yeah.
they,
Yeah.
it's just so, it just seems so real and genuine, and that there's something charming
Yeah.
about like an authentic vibe.
Yeah, other than
Agree.
Alex, you really kind of care for all everybody else. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
nobody makes you like hate
They didn't
them,
sign
like
up
other
for
than
this.
Alex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so like there's a lot of
Right.
people you're like kind of rooting for ish or like being like, "Oh my god, no, not Paul," or "Oh my god, not this." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Blair Witch is three people, like I don't know
Hmm.
if any of them are actually like you care for any one of them, you know what I mean? Like they don't seem like very cool people, like kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
Paranormal, like you don't really like get to know them. You have the main asshole Micah, which you hate, and then you have the girl. Like it's only two characters, so it's kind of like and this one was just
Yeah.
like there's like six people, and you like mostly care about five of them a bit, so it's like you kind of care for them. So yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like they're not, again, they're not doing this out of like some vanity project, right?
mm-hmm.
They're doing this out of a passion project.
Yeah,
Like they're all having fun,
mm-hmm.
they're all friends. And like I don't know, like I was putting myself in their shoes and I'm like, this is something that I could see myself doing with like my buddies and like
Yeah,
wanting to make
Totally.
it work,
yeah,
and just
mm-hmm.
falling
Yeah.
victim to like, oh, I didn't realize this was an actual haunted house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know,
Yeah. It's
I agree.
like we all love Halloween, right? And like they're doing this like on
Mm-hmm.
or around Halloween time.
Mm-hmm.
We all really like the haunts and like the haunted attractions.
Hmm.
It's something that's popular. And this movie like blends that with the found footage. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
also, like you said, Greg, like being afraid of a haunt, that's like a rational fear. So it adds just like a whole other level
Mm-hmm.
of horror, I feel like, to this. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
more so than witches and
yeah,
the
mm-hmm.
woods and I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah.
just like you said the format they used as far as like starting with like found footage of a camera, then it's like you're in a documentary, then it's like
Yeah.
you're getting the real footage, and then the end you're like splicing all these things together to make one view of what actually happened. It's like really
Hmm.
cool. It's really
Yeah.
interesting, really cool. Yeah, so that's it, right? I
Anything
don't know.
else before we rate it? Rate
I
this
don't know.
bad boy?
Yeah, we could rate it. What do you? I mean, obvious like how many clowns, right? How many clowns are we
Yeah.
giving
Oh
this
yeah,
movie?
you
Nice.
have to do that.
Do you want me to pull up the image, Laura? You want me to
How
pull it
many
up?
notes?
No. Please stop pulling up the image. I'm scared.
It'd be
All right, who
awesome
wants
if
to go
it'd
first?
be awesome if there's a way I can control your screen so it could pop into your background. That you would like literally
If
shit
it looked
yourself.
like it popped up behind me,
Oh my god, yeah, you would die.
Done.
Yeah, you were done.
Oh, just expire.
Yeah, he'd be gone. So
just
yeah,
expire.
yeah,
Yeeted from this earth.
yeah. All right, so what are we doing? 1 to 5 clowns. How many
Yeah.
clowns you giving this movie, right?
Yeah, who
do you wanna-
wants to go first?
Maybe
Maybe Greg the Clown.
Yeah,
Yeah, Greg the
You go
Clown.
first,
Greg
go
the
first.
Clown. Okay. Oh my God. This was such a freaking good movie. It's been on my list a while, like you guys said, and I just I really appreciate, like, this is the type of movie, again, as much as I talk about, oh my God, I want so much depth, I want so much meaning, I want to be able to like think. This was not that movie. They presented it as,
No.
okay, it's found footage. We're doing this project, and here's the shithole we found ourselves in. And then I met them at that level, and even with that, it was just like the scares were built up with great tension. You didn't have to do too much. Nothing was popping out at you.
Yeah.
And there was something about the house that was, or it was more like a hotel, right?
Yeah.
I was always disoriented. I never really got a good sense of like what room you were in where.
Oh yeah.
And so it was both like a large place, but also very claustrophobic. Every hallway and room was small. So it gave me like a weird, eerie sense of like, it's big, I don't know where I am, but it's also very like confining. Um, so that was just, oh my God, as far as like a traditional horror vibe, this is like almost like the perfect way to do a horror movie for me. I don't, it's not a perfect movie, but like it's so fantastic. I would love to watch this movie again and again and again.
Yeah.
It's just it's great. So yeah, uh, 4.25, like maybe 4 clowns and almost like a quarter of a clown, maybe just
Perfect clown.
his squeaky
his-
shoes or something.
Yeah, his big bozo
Yeah.
shoes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, crazy. Pretty high, man. Pretty high.
yeah.
Pretty high.
Big
coming from
fan.
this clown.
Pretty high.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be the fan. Yeah. What about you, Laura?
So the thing, I think I've maybe mentioned this before, and I think we all feel like this to a degree, but something about horror movies is like the unseen is more scary, right? Or like the little pop-ups or the
Yeah.
little hints of things throughout movies. That's always what gets you. And then usually at the end of the movie, you like see whatever the big bad is, and you really settle into it. And so then it's like not that scary anymore. Like I almost think of The Conjuring, right? Like Conjuring is a fantastic movie and it's very scary, but you have all these scary scenes throughout the whole movie that are just horrifying. And then at the end, when it like fully possesses the mom, you're kind of like, oh, okay, I'm less scared now at this ending climax than I was throughout the whole movie. This movie never really allowed you to see it to like settle in and be less scared. So you're just getting, it's almost like we just saw enough of what we needed to scare us, but we didn't see everything. We didn't see the full picture, right? We didn't get to see the cloaked figures very well. We did see that woman and she did get close, but it was so brief. It wasn't like in your face. Oh, now I know what she looks like. I'm not scared of her anymore. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, it would have been completely different if like the cloaked figure came out and he was like pulled off his mask and he's like, I'm Tully, the owner. It's like,
but like so many movies do that.
Like,
by the time you get to the end, you're like, oh, okay, I'm not scared anymore.
You don't need it.
Whether they stick the landing or not, you're just not scared anymore. But
it leaves you still with like a little bit of mystery.
I'm so scared. Yeah. I don't know. So
it was really scary. I haven't been this scared in a long time.
I think I'm giving it a 4.5. This movie was great. I would totally watch it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I think I guess we're all pretty similar. I really dug it. Like I said, creep me out from the beginning. These type of movies always get me and scare me. I'm just looking at my room and what's creepy and thinking I see a clown standing outside my window and stuff like that. It's like I'm freaking out left and right. So yeah, I'm with you guys. I probably would say like a 4. Like a 4 for me, you know. I don't think I want to go to a 4.5, but I mean I could be swayed either way. So, but I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna say 4 clowns. Yeah, 4 solid clowns, big bozo noses and everything like that. One of them is pantsless. You know, he doesn't have any pants on. So,
yeah. I will say, I think this movie. I think this movie was probably more of a 4 for me if I hadn't have been able to look up what bothered me about not understanding that scene. Now that I have the knowledge, of course I can be like, oh yeah, I love this movie, it's great. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think if I hadn't have been able to do that, I would have been pretty frustrated, like missing that information.
This is like a really like fun movie to watch like with people. It would be like, I could see a blast. Like if you can make a drinking game out of this while watching it, like drink every time you see a clown or drink every time whatever, you know what I mean? Like it would just be like a blast to throw this on with like friends and just like watch it and like, you know, have fun. Oh man, that'd be so fun. Yeah. So yeah, it's really good.
Too bad
really
we didn't watch this together. We would have been scared together.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I'd be down to watch this like the next time we all get together, you know, and throw this on at nighttime. It's just it's so good.
Yeah, I'll definitely have like a clown mask hiding somewhere to scare.
Oh my god, you asshole! Do not do that.
Yeah.
So you think you're coming for me, but you're really coming for Greg.
I come for, I guess both you guys would just like freaking like disintegrate. Yeah. Wow, that's funny.
All right, I love it.
That's cool. Yeah. Yep.
Well, thanks again for everyone who voted for Hell House. I'm so happy that we watched it. Yeah. So subscribe, rate, review our podcast everywhere you listen. Follow and contact us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, where we're dropping our video episodes first. And please let us know what videos to do next. We'll continue to put polls out, but engage with us there. And follow Rob, because Rob is famous.
Yeah,
where you at, Rob?
Follow me. I'm the big clown over on Blue Sky and Twitter and fucking Instagram. Follow me at the RL, right? So we're posting stupid shit, horror stuff like that. So yeah, maybe I'll make a fucking clown short film now. Maybe I'll do that and fucking I could scare Laura and Greg. So maybe I'll work on that. Yeah.
Bruh, I want no part of that.
Yeah, follow me. So yeah, there you go. Yep.
Love it. All right. Until next time, remember, horror is subjective, so conjecture away. See ya.
Good night,
See ya,
guys.
everybody. See ya.